Good evening and welcome to the Mercure City of Perth Masters, sponsored by the Mercure Hotels. And we're going to bring you some Sea Road final action between Team Simmons and Team Van Dorp here in the World Curling Tour. So we're based in the Dewar Centre in Perth. Team's just playing the draw the shot challenge to determine who gets last stone advantage in this Sea Road final. Team Simmons, Robbie Gordon at lead, Kyle Deering at second, Colton Lott third, and Pat Simmons a skip. Carlo Glasbergen, the lead for Team Netherlands, Lawrence Hochman at second, Walter Guskens at third, and Jaap van Dorp, the skip for the Netherlands. So final games of the qualifications for the quarterfinals, and lots to play for. So I'm Kenny Edwards, and I'm joined once again by James Davidson for this game. And James, how do you expect this one to go?
I think this is gonna be quite an interesting lineup. Actually, we fancied Simmons, I think, early on to go through the A Road or maybe even the B Road final, but I don't think he expected to be on the C Road at this stage. So this is going to be a tough game for him. Van Dorp have been playing really well. They just lost out on a really tight B final to Cammy Bryce, and I think it's going to be a tight game. I think. And it's going to be a really close one. This is all about fitness now. I think this will be the fourth game for these guys today, for some of them. And it's at this stage in the night, they were hoping not to have to play another game. So Van Dorp need to pick themselves up. They need to get mentally prepared and physically as well. This is where the work in the gym and everything else comes into play, and the stamina. They've got to make sure they get on board the right carbs and the right liquids to keep them going for another 2 hours, and not make it feel like it's a drag. It's got to be something they need to be out there for and focused for. So I think that's going to be a tough part of the game just now for them. But they're up for it. They're a young team, and I think they'll give Pat Simmons a good run for his money.
Yeah, so it's not Jaap van Dorp that's playing the draw to the button for Team Netherlands. Generally, you see the skip playing the draw. They obviously feel that they have better options further down the rink.
Yeah, it is unusual. You don't see many people other than the skip doing the last stone draw, but it's a team game. It's you've got to play to each other's strengths, and if they feel that he's throwing better weight, then why not?
Got new Phil.
Yes, sweeping behind the stone there. That might try and slow it down.
Yeah, no, he's just trying to clean the path. Just want to understand how it's going to move and what sort of weight's on it.
That was just his trial shot there, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah.
There's been a bit of conversation about last stone draw. I know you were speaking about it in the game before, and it's a fairer way than the toss, but it does take a bit of time away, and it is quite sort of time consuming to do the last stone draw at these challenges. Do you think there's a better way to do it, or is this the best way?
I think this is the best way and the fairest way. Possibly maybe having draw the shot, then maybe a 2 or 3 minute break before the game gets underway would be a better way of doing it. I'd rather just straight into it, but yeah, it's the game's always changing, which is for the better, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think we should be scared as a curling community to try new things and to try and make the game better. You can't let it go static. We've got to keep trying something different, and this is something that's come into all the competitions now, and the round robin games makes a big difference and can actually influence your ranking in some of the round robin slams. So it is a big becoming a big part of the game. But here it's just to decide hammer, and there's no round robin. It's a triple knockout format, and this is the last chance saloon.
Well, right down on the money there.
Yeah.
So covers the pin and gets last stone advantage.
And justifies letting him throw that last stone draw.
Yeah.
Okay, boys.
So this Perth Masters is brought to you by event sponsors Mercure Hotels, Perth Honda, Perth and Ross Council, Earnside Coaches, Live Active Leisure, and many others who contribute to make this fantastic event happen. Has been on the go for a number of years, and it really is Scotland's main championship to win on the World Curling Tour.
Yeah, absolutely, and I think the sponsorship we thank them every year, but it is essential. I mean, these events don't run without that kind of sponsorship, and it's a partnership now. Really, Mercure Hotels have been fantastic with us over the years, and stuck with the Perth Masters, and it's made this event possible. So we do really thank them all sincerely. It's not anything we take lightly. Everybody's support, and even all the different companies around Perth and the local area that sponsor our teams. So we have a team sponsorship, so you can buy a team every year, get your photograph with them, and get to meet the team, a bit of a reception on the opening night, and that all helps to fund the event.
Tight. Real tight, guys. Got to be really tight. Well, in's better than a corner guard, so. Yep. Work hard. Don't want it long.
Yeah, so Pat Simmons gets us underway, and Van Dorp. Big surprise here, to be honest. I've watched quite a lot of Yap this season, and he was very defensive going through the first three ends. This is Carlo Glasbergen being asked for the corner guard. Yeah, at the European Championships in St Gallen, what the tactic they employed was just keep it clean for three ends and then have a go. And it frustrated some teams because most teams really want to get stones in play from the get-go. But this being 8 ends rather than 10 ends, I think he understands that he's got to have a go early on.
Yeah, it's a different dynamic with the 8 ends, and I mean the team have done fantastic this year. They've had a great season. All the competitions, they've given everyone a really good run for the money out in St Gallen. They go on most of the tour games now. They've worked their way through up the European B leagues and played at the European A League just last year. Gave a fantastic account of themselves, and didn't quite, I think, qualify them for themselves to the Worlds, but they did give it a really good shot.
Yeah, they will be at the Worlds in Las Vegas, but they won't be at the Olympics. Yeah, didn't qualify through the repechage tournament qualification in Pilsen in Czech Republic.
You have to remember these guys come from a country that doesn't even have a full-time curling rink, so you know it's very tough for them to actually get ice time and practice time. And a lot of these competitions that they play, like the Perth Masters, that's where they get the ice time that they need, and they do come over to Scotland and go up to other countries around Europe to actually get their practice ice, and it's very difficult for them. So they've done fantastically well to be at the level they're at and to stay there as well. They've been around for 2 or 3 years now, so at this level, so it's been great.
It's just like it's fresh. That's why it's just scoring.
And it's in stark contrast as well to Pat Simmons, 2-time Brier winner. You know, he's been on the tour for a long time and curled right at the top level in Canada and represented his country. He's a top class curler, and we're really pleased to have him here.
Yeah, we always tend to have a Canadian side come across. As Kyle Deering has just been asked to cover this centre stone on the 4 foot. Yeah, it's a very young side for Pat Simmons this year. Sort of reformed himself and tried to regroup from a poor season last season, really, to be honest. Lawrence Hochman.
Vacate! Okay, hold on. Lijn is goed. Vacate. Moos. Yep. Vacate. Yep. Vacate. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. Big 12 right now.
Yeah, these guys have played a lot of stones over the last couple of months.
And as well as this Sea Road final, we've obviously got a few other games out there just now, with everybody down in the last chance of staying in. It really is make or break just now. We've got out in Sheet V, we've got Ulsrud v Brewster. That's going to be a ding-dong of a game, absolutely. Got Stern, the Olympic team from Denmark, playing the Olympic team from Japan, Morozumi, out on C next door there. And we've got Smith and Retternaz on the other side of this game. So there's a lot of good games out there just now. But we are focusing on Van Dorp and Simmons.
Yeah, so 5 of the Olympic teams are out there trying to make the qualification.
Ja, back forward. Achter! Ietsje minder, T-line. O-line! Back forward. O-line! Carlo! Back forward. Huh? Whoa! T-line. Back forward. Back forward. Carlo! Yep! Freeze him, yep. Okay, mooi stay loud.
Oh, real nice shot.
That's a lovely draw.
Yeah, when we say it's a lovely shot, it's not sitting shot at the moment, but what people need to remember is you don't need to sit shot when the last stone comes to rest. It's all about stone positioning. And that's why Pat Simmons is saying, you know what? That centre guard is the one that's causing us the trouble, so let's just run this in.
It's stopping them. Those reds being above the yellows. The yellows are, although they're tee high, you know, they've got reds in front of them, and if you hit any of those reds, then the yellows will just disappear. And very quickly you can find yourself from sitting 2 to sitting 2 against. And he knows that, so he wants to just open that centre line up and give himself some options for the next 2 or 3 stones.
Colton Lott. Well,
good. Real good.
Yeah.
Atta boy.
Leaves himself sitting 1. And you may think, why did he play the takeout on that?
Hitting his own stone out there.
Yeah. Because he knew there was a risk there that he could forfeit at least 2 with having that red stone in the pocket. Fulter Guskins just been asked for a nose takeout, trying to make both yellows go away, but this one's moving and cutting really hard. Very soft release, catches the guard that wasn't even in play.
No, he shouldn't have been anywhere near that. It would be a very disappointing shot from them.
Yeah, maybe just a little tiredness coming into their game after the long day today.
I think it will be a factor, especially as we get through this game. You might see more mistakes like that happening.
It's certainly not because they're bad players, it's because the fatigue and the activity they've put into their games today.
Yeah, I don't know of another sport first of all, you know, you're playing for 2 hours, but to do that 8 hours in a day, you know, at that intensity, is a big ask on these competitions. And it really tests the players, but it also gives them that test for their fitness, and they know if they're up to that kind of challenge. And all of the competitions and slams that they come into, this is what they're up against. So to have that as their as a test is not a bad thing. They know they know where they are, and they know what they're going to do the next time if they're not quite there. And it gives them something else to work on.
Yep. Hard. Yep.
So he didn't quite get the roll he was looking for there, but got rid of the Yellowstone, and that was the main objective.
Yeah, but if Pat Simmons could just nose this one, it's odds on that they're going to try and force in this first end. And that's really all they were looking to do. They didn't get last zone advantage. They want to get last zone advantage and try and score multiple shots with the hammer, as they call it.
And this is going to be a big year for curling, with the Olympics coming up, and for the first time the mixed doubles at the Olympics as well. So it means that there's going to be a curling on the television every day for the entire Winter Olympics, which is going to be fantastic coverage and exposure for the game. There's going to be terms like that people are going to need to learn, what the hammer is and what the hit and roll is, and what people are trying to play in this, and they can enjoy their viewing a lot more.
Gewoon naar links rollen. Ja, precies. Doe dat maar. Maar dan moet je wel normaal gooien eigenlijk, anders maak je de rol.
So Yap trying to work out if there's a way to get a 2 here. So he's thinking if you can hit this thin and roll over towards that other yellow, there's a possibility of a 2, but at this point it's looking pretty slim, and I think he might get forced to a 1 here.
Dus rol maar gewoon naar die ander toe. Ja, dat is gewoon helemaal naar rechts. Normaal.
Whoa!
Off.
Yeah, this one, they're awful quiet on this.
Yeah, just ticked that there. Is it going to go out?
Yeah, just runs out of play, so good chance for Pat Simmons to
I think we go right here. Almost the same spot that it was. I agree.
just split the house, get good separation between the two yellows.
Yeah, just not allow any sort of shot for a double, and for Yap to roll out. And I think he'll get forced for a 1 here.
No, I want him to hit. You want these guys hitting all day. It looks like to me. They haven't thrown. Yeah. I want it right on the tee line and like full 4 over there. Should be good speed here, right?
You can hear Pat there, just talking through the thought process there. He just doesn't want to leave them a draw. He wants to make them hit this. So feels like he wants them hitting rather than drawing, and that's obviously, he spotted where their strength is in the drawing game, and he's trying to keep them away from that and wants to let them hit. So let's see how that pans out.
It's not heavy, guys. It's not heavy. Gotta go, I think.
Yeah, as I said, this is a new lineup for Pat Simmons this year.
Room right now.
We've seen him play third for a number of years to Kevin Cooey, who will be the representative for Canada at the Olympics from 2011 through to 2013, I think it was. So then he moved to play with John Morris.
Good sweeping. I didn't think
John Morris was the skip. Then actually at the Briar they called for a bit of a meeting, and John suggested that Pat took over the reins and skipped a team, and they did. They went on to win the Briar from 2 and 3 in the round robin stages and pick up bronze at the World Championships in Halifax.
Wat?
So I think on that last Pat Simmons draw there, I think you heard them say that he thought it was he didn't think it was heavy, so the sweepers were straight on it. But sometimes you can just get the head down and get the sweeping going, and you don't look up until it's too late, and before you know it, that stone's gone right through. And yeah, it's a little bit heavy with his draw, but he had Pat Stone to come to there, so he takes his one, and that opens the scoring on the Sea Road final here in Perth at the Mercure Perth Masters. As we move into the second end, Pat Simmons now with the hammer, and he'll be looking to score multiple here, I think, and control and dictate a lot more of the play. So we'll see if Yap's spotted any chinks in Team Simmons' armour and can exploit any of that now.
Yeah, so you can find us on World Curling Tour on Facebook, World Curling Tour on Twitter, and worldcurl.com on the web. So back in to the second end.
Nice, good.
Van Dorp leading Simmons.
Yep.
Van Dorp being forced to the single point in the first end.
Okay, alleen lengte. Overkuld iets.
I really think it's key that Van Dorp sticks with Simmons through the first 3 to 4 ends. If he doesn't, I think maybe the heads will go down, because it's been a long day for these guys. That's why I really expected Van Dorp to be playing maybe plans of takeouts just to ease himself into this.
Yeah, we talked about that right at the start, and as the game goes on, I think we'll see how much an effect it's going to have on the guys, and how many mistakes just start to creep in. Because the Van Dorp team have been really solid up to now. They've not lost games by much. It's gone down to extra ends. It's been in the last end, last stone. So you know they're not giving anything away for free, and they have been pretty tight with their game so far. So let's hope they can keep it up.
Yeah, so a pretty standard setup play from both sides. Simmons going corner guard. Van Dorp just going to look to protect the stone he already has in the forefoot. This one looks as if it's got a bit of pace in it though.
Yeah, it does. Well, the sweepers are on it now, but yeah, they're bringing it up quite close.
Okay, quick goal.
Yeah, it's not quite where he wanted it there. It gives Pat Simmons a chance to hit this and roll across behind his centre and potentially take the double as well.
Go normal.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too worried about taking the double. It's all about that shooting stone in behind the corner guard. Even if he sticks the red.
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
This one drifting back off the line. He must have squared it.
It's not terrible if it hangs on there. Yeah, it's not. It could be quite handy that we bite right on the edge there.
Nice, beauty. That's a great shot.
Yeah, makes it. That's really the only way. He hit it just pretty much where he had to move both reds and stay himself.
And I think taking that double was the benefit there. He didn't get right behind the corner guard, but he did get rid of the 2 reds, so that was the other object, and he did manage to make that. So you see Van Dorp now.
Whoa!
trying to take out that yellow, that biting yellow. He knows it's going to cause him trouble later, so I think he'll probably like to roll behind the guard here if he can. But it's just a straight takeout and rolls out himself, so the house is clear. I think we'll see Pat coming around this guard now, making use of that and trying to get a perfect draw in. Looking around at some of the other scoreboards just while we're waiting for this draw to come down, and it looks like everyone's been scoring ones in the first end. So Rasmus Stern has scored a 1 against Morozumi in the first end, but that was against the hammer. And Brewster similarly against the hammer steals a 1 against Ulsrud. And Rentanaz takes a 1, or is forced to a 1 with the hammer against Smith. So it's 1-0 in all the games at the moment.
Oops, sorry.
Although I think somebody needs to remind the Van Dorp team to put their scores up on the board.
Whoa!
They've got more important things to think about right now, though.
Okay.
So just peeling the guard there.
If you guard it, eh?
They would like to have obviously run that back and take the shot stone out of the house as well, but taking the guard is the main objective, and they've done that. So that now forces Pat Simmons to decide if it's another guard or does he split the house here. And he's gone for another guard. Maybe a bit early to start splitting the house.
Yeah, it's 6 and 2 threes. I think if you throw the guard, you're always giving yourself a chance to make something later in the end, should you not make the guard perfect. Yeah, this Simmons side got the opportunity to play the old course on Wednesday. A few of them really enjoyed their experience at St Andrews. I believe one of them actually even birdied the 18th. I'm not sure which one it was, but
that's no mean feat.
Yeah.
Whoa!
I mean, that's all. I mean, it's part of the experience when these guys come over here. You know, you hear that quite a lot. I know that Brad Gushu went over, and I think he played with the Eagles when he came over a couple of years ago. So these guys do like to make the most of their trip across. It's a long way to come, so why not, you know, come out a day or two early and just enjoy a little bit of what Scotland has to offer and the surrounding area of Perth. It is really a lovely city and a lovely location to come to and curl in. So it's good that they make the most of it.
Yep.
So here we are with the first of the third stones.
Yep.
He's going after the shot stone.
Whoa. Carlo.
Got a lot of rotation on this one.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to be swinging as much as they want. They're sweeping it to try and get the rotation in, and that's it. They've missed it.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, it's just.
Okay, ik had 12-0. Het valt op zich mee.
Seemed to be very spinny on that handle.
Yeah, the problem for Simmons now though is he can't throw another one round behind that corner, because if he throws it one in behind the corner, he wouldn't be in the house. So just electing to throw something back 8 foot anywhere in the house.
Yeah, and if he did come around that other yellow that's in the house, he's probably going to be back tee, and then that gives the opportunity for the Van Dorp team to come down and sit right on that and just cancel out both of those stones and nullify any shots he's got there. And this looks like it might be a wee bit speedy. Is it going to pull up? It's going to be close.
Not sure it is.
It's going to be close. Yeah, it's out. So it's not counting, and that's a mistake there. So mistakes creeping into both sides this and early on.
Hoe hard gooide ik? Ja, als ik zo hard gooide, dan kan die wel. Gewoon hek. Iets minder gewoon, ja. Maar je moet die guard pakken, je kan er niet
Going after the same shot again, just a hack weight around the guard.
It's got to swing quite a long way around that guard when you look at it from that angle and you see it coming straight down the ice there. I mean, you've got to get past that guard, and then it's got to swing a full half stone to be able to chip that. And at hack weight, you know, there must be quite a swing on the ice here for them to think that they can make that. They were close last time, and they were past the guard by a couple of inches. So if they can just get it that little bit tighter to the guard, again, quite a lot of rotation on the stone here, Kenny.
Yeah, they're on this one early though. Another good
A
thing.
lot closer at the guard that time. Yeah, this is looking much better. That's exactly what they wanted. And they move that red right across the house there, so it makes it much harder now for Pat Simmons to hit that and roll back in behind that guard. So keeps the play open. I think that's exactly what they're after.
Huh? Ja, dat dacht ik al, maar... 11? Hier 11.
Yeah, so Pat just looking to position his stone in the outside 12 foot.
Yep. Whoa.
Colton Lott on the intern. This one's high and hard.
Is he hanging around? Is he hanging around? Ooh. We'll have to see the overhead shot to see if that's biting.
Ja, maar echt top 8. Toen kan hij ook niet freezen.
Just by the call, you can tell that it's out of play.
Ja, hier had jij
Quite confident that's out, so another mistake there.
Oké, gewoon top 12, top 8. Oké, hier is het ook gewoon snel, hè. Oké, dus 15-2. 4-15 voor 2. Oké, ja. Oké.
So you are the first of the skip stones down on the second end. Yeah, Van Dorp trying to draw in round behind this guard.
Snelveld!
No stones in the house at the moment.
Hollijn als je kan, 12 is goed! Carlo! Carlo! 12 valt!
Yeah, sweepers like this. Seems to be reasonable for weight. Don't know if it's going to quite get around that guard, but they like it, yeah. They're trying to tuck it in now, get it that little bit deeper, but yeah, seem to like that. And that's a really nice draw there from Jaap.
Ja, hij is nog half open.
Yeah, so just a slight mistake from Team Simmons, and Van Dorp is applying a bit of pressure.
Probably close. I'll get a bit of curl. I'll be like a soft half, just enough to kill it.
Yeah, and that's kind of tucked right behind the guard there. There's not a lot you can see it, but it's not quite as deep as Pat Simmons' one was. And
I think you can get to the inside of this
Soft
on
half.
the intern. Just a little flop to the side as well. Even on the nose, makes it difficult for Van Dorp to chase it.
Because it's that little bit, it'll be that little bit higher up the ice as well. And that's going to make a difference, so yeah. There's maybe an opportunity here. Such small margins when you're playing at this level, and you know, you think you've got a stone in there and buried, but actually when you've got players as good as Pat Simmons coming down and throwing the next stone, you know, you've got to be absolutely rock solid. Any sort of chinks in your armour at all, and he's going to take full advantage.
Easy. Whoa! Yeah! Wow! Wow!
I think he's good. I think he's good with this one.
It's calling the sweepers off anyway.
Well, stuck it in the back one.
Yeah, I don't think that was exactly what he was looking for, but he's sitting shot, but he doesn't like the fact that that red's hanging around. That's not going to do him any good at all. This might force a one now, if they can get a good hit and roll out to the opposite side here. And that looks like what they're going for. They're going to push that yellow through and then just roll the red to the other side. Try and take off any chance of a double, and let Pat Simmons just draw for his one.
Yeah, I think the shot really is just a nose hit, to be honest, because you play in the mind. You play the draw, you play the hit, you hit and run, give up the steal.
Yep. Hard. Yep. Hard. Yep. Helemaal tot het einde. Yep.
It doesn't look like he's coming to nose anyway. He's going to pretty much nose this, yeah.
10-3.
Yeah.
Oké, prima.
Yeah, he's forcing the hit at Pat Simmons as well.
Yeah.
He's maybe spotted that as part of the week game of of Pat's game, so he's trying to make him hit now as well.
Yeah, I mean,
get his own back.
He's been quite open with the fact that he would like to force Van Dorp to play a takeout with this final stone. And to be fair, I would probably go the other way. From seeing Van Dorp play this season and seasons past, his takeout game is pretty good, to be honest. Where he maybe lacks a little bit of skill and accuracy is maybe the draws to close things out. A draw to the 4 foot for 2, etc.
Just clean, yep. Clean, yep. Clean.
Yeah, looks happy with this one.
Yeah, it's never in doubt, really, all the way down.
Yeah, so a single point for Team Simmons to level the score after 2 ends. Van Dorp with last stone advantage now, though.
Hang tough. We get lots of chances here.
Mooie coins op come around. Gewoon bellen. Ja, ik het zelf als net. Maar gewoon zorgen.
Yeah, they'll be pleased with the first 2 ends. I think settling into this game quite well. There has been a couple of mistakes, but it's been on both sides, so they've almost cancelled each other out, and they'll be happy that they're in a good game here, and that they're not they didn't lose any big ends in early on. And we've seen a couple of other teams that have played Pat Simmons losing a 4 or a 3 in the first half, and that's really kind of killed the game. And then Pat Simmons and his team have just managed to hit them out and run them out of ends. So I think this is nice and tight. It's 1-1. Yap's got the hammer back, so be interesting to see here if he goes a little bit more aggressive, if he throws up the corner guards, and indeed what Pat Simmons does with these first. Is he going to start throwing guards and try and steal, or is he going to go right top 4 foot with this one?
So this is the lead for Pat Simmons, Robbie Gordon.
Halfway tight. Far as it goes.
He had there halfway tight, so he does looking for a guard anyway.
Far as it goes. Far as it goes. Good sweep, guys.
It's just over halfway, so that's just roughly where he wanted it. He maybe wanted it a little bit deeper than that.
Yeah, I think it's kind of what you call no man's land. It needs to be 2 or 3 feet further or 3 feet shorter.
It looks like Yav's maybe going to try and come around this.
Nice,
It's a statement of intent.
12 vocht. Oh, nog niet.
Yeah, it's not something
He's
you
right,
generally
12.
see, to be
Yep.
honest.
No, it's an interesting call. He's maybe trying to mix it up a bit here and put the pressure on. You get a good one tucked right in there, and it does. It puts the pressure on the opposition, and they then have to better you.
Okay, yep,
But
yep,
what it
yep,
does
yep,
do is
yep.
it drags the play around the centre, and that's not where you want the play.
Beter. Okay, good goal.
It's pretty decent there. You see Pat can't get to it, so he's calling a freeze right on it. But yeah, generally speaking, you don't want to clutter up that centre line when you've got the hammer, because you might need that all-important draw at the 4 foot or draw at the button to save the end and score your one.
Yes! Gotta go!
Look at this one cut now.
All the way, guys. All the way. Bump it.
Got it past the guard, but it looks it's okay. It's cutting right on top of the face, so they didn't really want to bump that red. They wanted to kind of keep that frozen, and that's actually improved the position, I think, for Yap. So he'll be happy with that. If he can get one on the corner here, then that's going to start looking pretty good.
Yeah, things beginning to develop here in the third end. I think we'll really see Simmons push hard to force or steal in this third end.
Top 4. Top 4. 5. Top 4. Okay. Wouter!
Well,
Yep!
Nothing more he can do. He's thrown his stone.
yep. This one looks
Doesn't look entirely happy with it.
it's a little high for line at the moment. Wow.
Oofed. It's going right back. It can be handy if it's sat a little bit tighter there. Maybe if it had been back 4 foot, maybe that might have been handy for him. But it doesn't really do an awful lot for him down there. But it's another shot in the house. You never know. You know, as this end develops and you get through, it could become beneficial in the end.
Yeah, freeze the red.
And it's amazing how often that happens. A nothing stone, and you think it's not going to be anything to do with anything, and then all of a sudden it comes and you count it right at the end in your last stone. So
Yeah, so this is Kyle Deering, the
Line's a hair tight.
second player for
Line
Pat
high.
Simmons'
Line only.
Canadian side.
T.
Yep. Gotta go. Gotta go line.
and they were shouting wait,
Hard.
so looks like this is drawing. Yeah, he's distracted. He's on.
And still overcurled ever so slightly.
Dat is overrollen, is oké. Lief dit eigenlijk. 10, maak ze naar binnen.
I should be able to see most of this yellow, so take out weight and row inside. Put Van Dorp in a strong position. Playing a big weight at this though.
Yep.
Would you prefer to see a quieter weight here? Do you think that's maybe because of the curl they've seen? Are they playing the up weight?
I just think it's the way they play the game and it's the way they call the game, to be honest.
Oh shit.
But if you can play the up weight takeouts and be so accurate with it like that, it's not a problem, to be honest.
Yeah.
You just have a little bit more room for error if you drop the weight.
Pat choosing to try and clear up that middle. I mean, that was his guard there that he wanted to try and control this end, and Yap's called his bluff, and it seems to have worked so far.
Yep.
And now he's having to take this off and try and or run it back, or try and do something with this end.
Yeah, he looked to try and run it back, but Van Dorp is in a strong position now.
We liggen 1, 2 en 4.
Yeah, I mean, he's got a hammer, he's got 2 in the 4 foot, he's got one at the back of the 12 foot here, so I mean, there's that lonely yellow right at the front there.
Hij runt er toch wel in.
It's not really doing an awful lot for Pat at the moment, but it is there for tapping up or running back, so I mean, it's still front of those reds, so you would always prefer that, it's useful there.
Oké, lijn is goed.
Just all depends where this next one goes.
Oké, lijn is goed nu. Wouter. Yep.
It sounds like they're shouting 2-3, the zones of the guard,
Yep.
2 being halfway, 3 being close to the house, and 1 being just over the hog line, so I think that's where they were looking for it, and that's pretty good there. They're just trying to nullify that yellow stone at the top of the house here, make sure Pat can't make a play on it directly. But
he thinks he can see enough of that red to play the tick. What he can't afford to be is on the inside with this one.
such an accurate shot you've got to play here. There's not an awful lot of that red they can see. Could fly right past as easily. Oof, that is a great shot.
Oh yeah.
I'd be happy with that.
Yeah, acknowledged by the skip there.
And all of a sudden, it's looking good for Pat Simmons right now. On top of the 8 foot and covered by a guard.
Yeah, the Manitoba tuck style play there. The slide. Something you don't see too often nowadays, though.
Manitoba tuck. I've never heard of that one. Is that like the Lockerbie lurch? Is it similar to that?
There's a few of them in Lockerbie.
That's good. Close. Yep. Yep. Okay, go. Close. Yep. Yep. Hard line. Yep.
Yeah, still a good chance for
Yep.
Van
Hard.
Dorp and the Netherlands to draw around this. He's got round, but
Yeah, he's gone deep, yeah. Again, they're bringing all the play back to the centre, and that ultimately is going to be potentially be their downfall, because that's where Pat Simmons wants to be. He wants all this centre cluttered up, and although Yap's sitting short right now, it's behind the tee, it's there to be sat on. It's an open draw on this side to get round to that and just kill those back reds and make them take them out of play.
Yeah, not much, but.
So the last of the third stones here.
Line's good. Easy.
Thrown by Colton Lott.
Line's good. Clean. Yeah.
Through that great
hard. Yes.
hit to take out those 2 reds on his last stone. Now throwing the draw.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Hard.
Trying to keep this straight. It's curling lots. But yeah, he's coming right on top of his yellow. It's not a great shot there. It's going to give Yap a chance here, I think, to come down and try and just come in top 4 foot. And if you can come around that yellow and just sit right on the button, even. Yeah, just about there, top 4 foot, top of the button, and I think things will start looking a lot prettier for him, especially with the angle that's on those yellows. There's nothing there you can run back now. They can't make a play on those yellows to actually tap anything up. They're all going the wrong direction, the angles are all wrong, so I think, yeah, you've just got to come right around the top 4 foot there. I think that's the right call.
Ja, of gewoon zo erin runnen. Ja, gewoon bijna nose.
I'm not quite sure why they're talking about running it.
Inter?
I don't know about this, Kenny. I don't know about running this red back. I don't know why you wouldn't just draw into the top 4 foot here. I mean, those yellows are great guards for you, and they're talking about running this red back into them. Yap's initial call was stick at top 4 foot, and I think that was a good call. Not quite sure what this buys him, unless he's worried that those yellows are going to come into play and they can't make the draw.
If you should ever make this run back though on the nose, you are sitting 3 guarded and in a strong position to pick up a couple of shots at least.
The worry here is though, if you don't get it on the nose, and it does that, then now you've left that open for Pat Simmons to come around, and that shot he didn't make on the last one, it gives him a chance to make it now.
Well, this.
And I think even if you'd played the draw on the outturn, and even if it pulled up a little short, you know, it's there to be tapped up. It's there as a guard for you. It's in play. It's doing something.
If it happens to curl, we might do that, which is good too, right? Need a little more ice than you now again.
Yeah, so they're electing to play the outturn on the right-hand side of the sheet, or left-hand as we look at the overhead. Reason being, if they catch the yellows, they would probably push in for first and third shot and roll the shooter as well. So yeah, I can understand why they're playing this hand. You may think the red guard might be in play, but it's not really, to be honest.
Still real quick.
Yeah, and they're getting plenty of swing off this ice, and in Perth that's normal. We're used to that. We're very spoiled. In Perth, we've got some of the best ice that's made in Scotland, and I think we had a comment from Team Milford tonight that said it's some of the best ice they played on all season. So we do get really nice swingy ice here, and it makes for interesting games of curling. Gives it these kind of options are open.
Yeah, I think Perth is only second to Greenacres for best ice in Scotland, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the jury's maybe on that one.
This one not curling though. Jeez. Just slipped to the back ring. Has he done enough to sit short? I think he has though.
I'll be happy with that though. I mean, it's not on the red. It means it's not really killed them. They can knock that yellow past and roll across the top. Not sure that's what they'd want to do, but.
Ja. Zeg de haartje of nose. Ja, precies, maar je wil wel wegrollen, hè? 8,5, deal.
Yeah, they're just not happy with these yellows at the front of the house, are they?
I can't understand why they're making a play on it. I think they just come around and get something in there. They know they're going to have to score, so try and make it 2.
Yeah, those yellows aren't troubling them really. With the angle that's on them, they can't be tapped up. You know, you can't run them back. You know, as long as you keep the play on the right-hand side of the sheet as you look at it there, you know, there's not really an awful lot they can do with those yellows.
I think I'd be just playing the draw into the top of the forfeit with this one.
Yeah.
Gewoon wel firm. Gewoon 8. Ja.
It's kind of a wasted shot, to be honest. You know you're going to have to score, try and make your 2.
So looking at that, I would say red's shot there, yeah. I think red's just got it if you look at the back of the stones. So it would be good to get a second, you know, to score second shot here, and hitting these yellows doesn't get him second shot. Even if he gets rid of them. Well, he did what he wanted to, so he's maybe got a plan that we don't know about. I don't speak an awful lot of Dutch. I don't know about yourself, Kenny, but I don't really know what they're thinking.
Any draw is dicey, I think, right? Even if you just off nose, it's actually not that bad.
Nose isn't even. I think I want to throw enough weight that I almost make it with nose, right?
Yeah.
I don't want to, obviously, but
like a normal weight.
I like good normal. Yeah, normal. Yeah. 2's not. Wow. 2's not great either. I don't know.
If you hit off nose and you're over here, it's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's either that or who's shot?
I think we're shot. It's close.
Yeah, we're shot.
This is a new path is a problem though, so let's do that. Normal. Try and make this double. Try and make the perfect roll behind the guard, right?
Okay. Shouldn't do much.
Shouldn't do much, but let's take a little ice. I'd rather nose them, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you heard Pat Simmons there just saying he doesn't want to give up 2 here, but he's going to play it safe and just...
Double on the perfect roll, I guess.
Play the takeout on the 2 reds at the back of the 12, so that tells you that it must be the red that's sitting short. If the yellow was sitting short, he might have played a draw out to the 8 foot on the right hand side.
I mean, when you heard him talking there, he did think it was yellow that was shot. He thought they were shot. Well, mind you, when they said they, maybe he meant Van Dorp, but... Yeah, it's an interesting call. It's all back of the house stuff as well.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Ah!
This one's moving now, though.
He's got rid of them. He's pretty much done what he wanted to. But the double's there.
Yeah, the double's still there, though. I believe that these are the shots that you shouldn't be leaving Jaap Van Dorp, because he does make them.
Yeah, and I mean, he's not taking much time to think about it. He's straight up the ice, so he's quite confident about this.
This ice, it's pretty easy. Or these rocks, it's pretty easy.
Come across and make that double. Take your 2. This is the last stone in the third end, thrown by Jaap Van Dorp. Looking to take his 2. Stones away. Sweepers aren't on it. It's not always a good thing.
Well, standing back.
Well, it's a mistake there. He's got his 1, but there was a chance for 2 there, and you won't get many chances, so you'll be disappointed with that. But he's got his 1. Takes the lead again by 1, 2-1 after 3 ends. Going into the 4th with Pat Simmons with hammer.
16. No, I know that was an important shot.
No, I'm not. No, I wasn't saying that shot. I'm just saying.
And just while we're changing ends here, quick update on some of the other games. It looks like they are pretty tight across the board. We've got Brewster and Ulstruder 1 apiece after 2. They're still playing their third end. And we've got Smith 2-1 up on Rentonaz after Rentonaz taking his 1 with the hammer on the first end. Smith's taken a 1 and then stolen a 1. So good game going on there. And Stern looks like he's getting the better of Morizumi so far, with a steal on first end, steal on the second end, and a steal of 1 on the third end. So he's 3-0 up after 3.
Oh, af dan. Topbank is beter dan du.
So we're starting on the fourth end here in Perth, on the Jaap van Dorp against Pat Simmons in the Sea Road final. And a little heavy on that first one there. It's not what they wanted.
Yeah, certainly not. Yeah, this Mercure City of Perth Masters brought to you by Mercure Hotels, Perth Honda, Perth and Kinross Council, Ironside Coaches, Live Active Leisure, and many other sponsors
We're definitely in. We're almost T-line.
from the Perthshire area. It's a big thank you to World Curling Federation also for bringing you this webcast of all the games throughout the championship.
And it's been some great coverage, some of the best we've had in Perth so far. We've been fortunate enough to have some coverage in previous years, as I hope you've been watching, but the World Curling Federation have brought some great kit down here and some great people to do the editing and the filming of this, and it's bringing us some great pictures here and really showing off this this great ice rink in Perth.
Yep.
Yeah, so we are in the fourth end, and big mistake from Robbie Gordon throwing this one into the 12 foot, so don't expect too much action in this fourth end now.
Yeah, it was a mistake from the first stone on both leads. I don't know if maybe the ice has changed slightly and it's got quicker on them all of a sudden, but yeah, I mean it wasn't even close. It was a good sort of 6-7 feet, you know, further down than they meant to.
Whoa.
You can see them making an adjustment, and he's made a good adjustment there, so that's just the right place for his corner guard now. But yeah, straight down with the brush, free guard zone over. No messing around.
Whoa,
Just trying at this stage to make sure Pat Simmons doesn't get his 2.
Okay.
He doesn't have centre guards up. He's got a couple of stones in the house. There's no centre guards, but so he's maybe not hugely hopeful for a steal here. But I think he'd be very happy if he just kept Pat Simmons to a 1 here.
Yeah, maybe Pat Simmons has just misread Jaap van Dorp. Believes that they're a better drawing team than they are a takeout team. I think the opposite. They're better at the takeout game where there's not many stones in play.
That's good. That's good. Whoa, that's good.
Als hem hadden geklind was hij ook goed geweest. Misschien anders. Kijk.
Yeah, so straightforward peel for Van Dorp.
Whoa.
Not wanting to get involved in anything around the corner guards.
Okay, maar stay low.
Yeah, it's all pretty steady. I mean, he's mentioned this before in the last game. It's the kind of shots these guys practice a lot because it's a key part of the game at this level, is being able to clear up these guards and do it effectively and do it efficiently. And it's very rarely you'll get a mistake on that these days.
A little more. Should be good. Should be just like a dust there.
Here more.
We're tight. Halfway. You just clear it.
Yeah, so just continuing with this corner guard. Eventually they will make a play on the red in the house, top of the tee. Maybe try and corner freeze it. I think I might make an effort at it.
Just make sure you're getting out there.
Yeah, that's your only other option. If you don't have a guard out front, you put another stone, weld it onto one of your opposition stones, and if they try and take it out and it jams if they're not absolutely accurate with it, and then you've already suddenly got a stone hanging around in the house, and you've got an open hit for the other one, so your 2 looks again likely there, and you just try and force that mistake.
Whoa!
But it is a very difficult shot to pull off, the freeze.
Well, have they made contact with this yellow?
Well.
Oh, they haven't.
Well, we talked about these being bread and butter shots, but you'll be disappointed with that.
Didn't even get close to the guard, to be honest.
I think he just squared that wide there. So this has opened up an opportunity here. Going to make the most of it.
Big chance now for
Line's good.
third player Colton Lott to
Line's good.
play the out turn draw around this corner guard.
Whoa. 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 Stay close. Line's pretty good. Line's good. Still room though.
No, no, no.
Whoa.
No, let
Lee, yes, yes, yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Just check.
Waar ligt Schult?
Well, I'm just saying that one picked just at the end, just still setting shots, so we're looking for that one a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I was going to say, I mean, even if it did pick, it didn't seem to affect them too much. They're sitting short, they're sitting guarded. I mean, they can't be too disappointed with that.
Ga even snel hier als
Ja,
een
wel
normale
worse.
draw, toch? Okay.
And what we mean by a pick in curling, obviously, is you do get fibres of clothing, you do get hair falling on the ice, and it doesn't take it very much at all for that to get caught in the running band of the stone, and then all of a sudden it can slow the stone down, or it can send it off track and just off at a right angle, and it just completely destroys the shot. But I don't think it affected them too much there.
Yeah, played a delicate way at this one, trying to come around the corner guard. They will catch a piece of this yellow. Probably going to bounce off it though.
Didn't push it out of shot either, so the red they just threw is now open. Pat Simmons a chance to hit and go across the other side of the rink or go nearer the centre, split that. His counting shot.
Might give him a double.
Probably got to go here, Colton. If we do this, he's just going to go into the pile.
Got to roll big.
Yeah, he's quite right. He's got to roll big with this one.
It's going to get a good separation between those stones. He's looking if there's any option.
It's not good if you bounce it at all, though.
Just want to see if he can use that guard on the corner to come in behind there, sit near his other yellow, but he's just saying if he touches that yellow at all, he's probably going to knock it out a shot and he'll only sit one.
Solid half.
So they're playing down weight on this one. Looks like they are trying to roll it to the opposite side of the house. I don't know, maybe coming across actually with that ice. Hack way, it looks like they're trying to come across and come in behind this guard, but you don't want to bounce their yellow.
Clean. Yeah. Whoa. 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 Whoa.
Hard. Gotta go.
So they originally thought this was tight, but now they're sweeping it for Curl. Caught it right on the nose. There's a little bit of a mistake there because Yap can come off the inside of this. It's really thin if he wants to try and hit that yellow, but it does give him a chance to come and sit on top of it, if nothing else.
Van 10. Hij doet niet heel veel hier. Nee, volgens mij ook niet. Ja, eigenlijk maar een klein rolletje inderdaad.
So a very similar shot being asked for here. You want to come off the inside of this stone, catch it pretty thin, and then try and run it into the other yellow on the right hand side here. As we look at this on the left hand side from your picture shot now, Just bump that yellow out of shot, push it a little bit wider, and then leave their red sitting in behind the guard. So the first of the skip stones here.
Whoa!
Oh, he doesn't like it out of his hand. Looks like it's got a long way to curl.
Ja, af. Hij moet hem niet stuffen.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to get past nose on this one.
Yep.
In fact, they're going to roll it the opposite way.
Yep.
Make the best of it. So that was definitely plan B or C.
Okay.
Definitely wasn't plan A.
And now it's just here high side. Can play the double.
Gewoon weg op het laatste. Gewoon weg op het laatste. Ja.
That red back of the 8 foot second shot. So just even on the nose would
Yeah, it was
make the double.
gradual, but
Yeah.
he had just a sliver more, Colton. Sliver more, yeah.
Just looking to get this one right on the nose. No double there. So they have a good opportunity to score 2 in this fourth end.
I was finding it quite funny when they asked for that, just that little bit more. When you think the width of the brush is about 3 inches, 3 or 4 inches, and you just think, you know, if you move the brush that little bit more, which bit are they aiming at in the first place? You know, is it down the centre of it? Margins of error are so small. So many factors as well, how you release the stone when you throw it. If you're going to square it back or tick it, how much rotation you've got on the stone, what the ice conditions are. Lots and lots of factors influence just exactly how that stone lands.
Whoa!
That slither more isn't helping him out now.
Yeah, yes! Hard!
Rolled it the other way.
Hard!
So he sat wide on it. Has he got it covered enough, do you think? Or can Yap get down onto the nose of that and just tuck it in, even behind his own yellow, the Pat's yellow here?
Hoe hard? Veel. Okay. Ja, dubbel.
Well, this is a strange call, Kenny.
Yeah, it's a bit of a strange call.
Deze gaat wel hierheen.
You catch that anywhere on the high side, it's probably going to drive back onto the red in the back 8 foot.
I think that's theirs is exactly what Wouter's just looking at. He's a bit worried about that as well.
Ik weet niet zeker. Misschien stik je hem hier. Oké, ik ga hem even kijken.
What would you prefer here? Would you prefer just to draw down onto the yellow, do you think, or and tap that through, just a sort of a back ring way?
Yeah, I think that is the call, to be honest.
Je stuft hem niet vol. Ik denk dat precies. Maar andere kant is gewoon dit. Ja, ik denk dat dat veiliger is dan.
That's just what we're talking about now.
Als je het niet perfect maakt, dan stik je hem inderdaad. Ja. Dan zou je zelfs gewoon stick kunnen doen als je hem echt verkeerd maakt. Precies. Oké, gewoon hek. Ja, top.
Yeah, they've seen sense, Kenny. They've seen sense.
Yeah.
They've gone with the safer option.
Yeah, I think he just rushed into that one there and just thought he needed to move both yellows. He doesn't. He needs to remove that yellow that's in fully in the 8 foot on the tee line.
And if you can get a wee roll behind and as well, half covered by that yellow, he'll sit 2 shots and it'll be very difficult to move them. See Wouter there with a timer in his hand. Kenny, what is it they use that stop clock for?
Yeah, so what they do is they measure the time between the back line, just as they slide out, and the hog line. That may be 3.5 seconds or so. And they can judge how quickly they've played the stone. So if the ice is running at 3.5 and they play at 3.6, they know they will have to sweep that. If it's at 3.4, they will know that they need to back off it. It's maybe a little bit heavy.
Yeah, it's all very, very technical at that level, but as we saw there, that was a poor shot from Yap. He wasn't even close. I think he almost hit that guard square on there.
I'm playing a straight draw.
Shouldn't be too close to there.
No, it shouldn't be anywhere near it. Just throw this one down at back 8 weight, nudge it 2 or 3 inches, and pick up your 3.
So he's staring down the barrel of a 1 here. Or sorry, should I say it's a 2 for Pat, actually. Pat got his draw for...
He's got a tap back for 3 though.
course he has. How did I miss that? That's the difference, Kenny. That's why you're going to the Olympics and I'm not.
Yeah, but these ones are, you play a little bit extra weight, it runs straight, it shaves right past the red, and you only pick up your 1. So I fully expect just to play this one back 8 foot weight so that you guarantee scoring a 2. It's the final stone of this 4th end. Pat Simmons looking to try and pick up 3.
Go! Yep. Go! Hard!
Well,
Hard!
must be close to this one.
Hard! Yes, 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 yes.
Swinging. I don't know if he's got quite enough weight to do the tap, though. I think that's what he's worried about. But like you say, he's made sure of his 2.
Yeah. Yeah, he does score 2. Just didn't go after that. Yeah, he's quite right in saying that. He didn't give him a chance, really, to be honest.
I know.
Okay. Yeah. Play a good end here. Big end.
So as we head into the 5th end, it is now Simmons leading 3-2 in a very entertaining Sea Road final game here at the Mercure Perth Masters.
Ja, klopt.
Into the 5th end.
Halfway. Hard, guys. Hard, guys. Hi. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Simmons
Keep going. Keep going.
now starting us off.
Okay.
Robbie Gordon throwing that one just over the hog line.
Yeah.
I think we'd have liked that one tight to the house rather as so deep.
Yeah, I think as we were waiting there, I heard Pat Simmons say close. Don't think he wanted that a bit tighter.
Lijnschut! Alleen lengte, jongens.
12. 12 is goed.
Lijn is perfect, alleen lengte.
Helemaal top 8. Top 4.
Oh dan, overcurlt hij. Nee. Zit. Oké, ja. Dan overcurlt hij.
Here's Robbie Gordon with the second of his stones to make amends. As the first one being so long, though, has allowed this opportunity to come back and actually hit this red. And curl right round it.
Fine. Good shot.
Yeah, so we have a centre guard on, a yellow in the 4 foot. What Jaap van Dorp doesn't need to go do is go chasing the game. Can't afford to go all in this 5th end.
No, he's only 1 down. He needs to regroup, and I think with that first long guard there, that wasn't really doing Pat much favours, and it wasn't going to do them any favours even if they came round it, as you just saw there. So I think maybe a corner guard there might have been the call, and just ignore that long centre guard, because it was something they were going to be able to deal with later in the game. But he did come round it. Mistake there, that's rolled out as well, so someone's got another free throw around it. And I think he'll look for something top of the house, top 8 foot there, just where he's pointing. High enough to act as another guard, but still counting. So Kyle dealing with the first of his 2 stones.
Top 12. Top 12. Line's good. Hard.
Top 12, top 8, top 12.
The line's not bad if he's got the weight, but yeah, weight's okay. Doesn't mind that being right at the top of the house there. It's virtually a second guard. And with it being half out as well, even if Van Dorp's going to make the roll to count here, if he hits this on the nose, then it's not going to do him any good. So Lawrence Hopeman, the first of his 2 stones.
Hard. Hard. Alles jongens, hard.
This looks tight. Sweepers are on this all the way. This is going to be close. It's going to be really close. Breathe in, guys. Breathe in. Oh, it just scrapes past.
Okay. Good fake, John.
That was close. That was some good sweeping there. Held that line, but that was really tight past the guard.
Mooi bal.
Look of relief on his face there.
Yeah, so the problem Pat Simmons now has got, if he does play the takeout in this, he needs to roll to get it into the scoring area. So I think he will maybe just look for the nose and try and look for the double guard on the centre line.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to see whether Yap then makes a play on that or whether he decides to come around and try and use them.
Well, that one's rather high.
Ja? Gewoon gaan? Oké. We gaan voor 2. Let's go. Helemaal. Lijn is goed. Wow dan. 12, 8. Geen lengte. Lijn is goed. Hard. Oh, hij stopt. Kijken. Hoeft niet. Overcurled. Overcurled. Zit. Oké.
Yeah, so just throwing this one into the top of the 4 and behind that centre.
Curled ook gewoon zo hard.
I think
Nog meer ruimte.
be able to see at least half stone of this. Yeah, you can see just about half.
Whoa! Whoa!
Colton Lott just stabbed that one up the hill. Just
You can see them frantically sweeping it now, aren't they? They're trying to get that curl on.
just a lapse in concentration there.
Yeah, we did say it was going to be a factor later on in this game, and that's us through 4 ends now. So it's getting late. 10 to 10 here in the Dure Centre in Perth. It's been a long day for these guys.
Ja, toch? Ja.
Just be difficult just to keep that concentration going, as you say.
Yeah, a few mistakes beginning to creep into the game.
Lijn's goed.
Volter Guskens for the Netherlands.
Hard. Yep. Yep. Hard. Hard. Hij moet er zijn. Hard.
This one's beginning to move.
Hard. Yep. Door.
Can't afford to be short. Needs to be in the rings.
Yeah, it's got a bite. It's got a bite.
Just as enough.
Sweepers need a drink after that one.
What weight do you like?
Deserve a drink after that one.
Throw board. Board weight, make the roll.
Lead. Yeah. Lead. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. 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 No. Whoa. No.
Has he made the roll? He stuck it in the nose.
Yeah.
Real good throw.
Yeah, it just didn't draw enough for them. They thought it was going to come, and it just never did. Your Pat saying there, just stop curling. It was moving. They were sweeping it, and then just didn't move the way they thought it was gonna. So this gives Yap a good chance here to, if he can get the roll and put the real pressure on Pat here. So Without Hoskins with the second of his stones.
Whoa! Close! Off! Nooit! Whoa! Close! Nooit!
They need it to curl as well.
Hey. Yep! Yep! Yep!
Have they got it? Oh, they have. Well, that's a lovely roll. Maybe a little too much, but you know, let's not argue. That's a pretty good shot there.
Yeah. Pat Simmons has found himself in deep trouble now.
And the gamble that Yap took playing around that centre guard seems to be paying off at this point. And again, Pat forced to rip off his own guard that he put up there and couldn't make best use of. So he's maybe going to think twice about that in the future.
Needing to run this one back and at least catch one of the reds.
But it is set up to catch both. If he does catch it right, he could lift both and get a double take out on the run back, and that's what we'll be looking for.
Yeah! Whoa! Whoa!
Well, this one's going back.
This is drifting right out. Yeah. Well, I got one of them.
Got one of them. Yeah.
Nearly jammed in on the outside there. No such luck for Yap though, but he's got a chance to draw another one in here. Where's a good place to put this, Kenny?
Slivery.
Well,
do you like going near that other red?
Hij gaat best wel hard nu. Is kant ook? Ja, minder, maar ook.
Would an option be going down right, wide and onto the wide red there?
I think you just go for top 12
Half en half.
in behind the yellow. Just cover the right-hand side of the red. Just half in, top 12 foot. Cover the left-hand side as we look at this overhead shot. And there'll be no double. And you're pretty much guaranteeing a shot at your two.
Yeah, so using that stone as a guard as well as a counting stone.
Yeah.
And cutting down the options that Pat Simmons is going to have with his last stone. So this is Yap's first stone. He has hammer in this fifth end.
Als je kan, moet er zijn. Switch als je kan.
I think they like this. Looks like they're trying to get a little bit more curl on it. Trying to drag it.
Need to go for weight though if they're going to get it in.
That's short. That's not going to do them an awful lot of good. It's covering that red. Not even actually.
No, I think Pat will just peel this one right out.
Right? Two's not the end of the world this end either.
So I gave you here.
Unless you think I can. Yeah, I think that's the shot.
Oh, he's going for the draw here.
I thought he would just peel this.
Didn't I take a little more at the end?
The reason I thought he would peel this is because we're in the fifth end. If it had been the sixth, I might have seen the benefit of going after this. But, yeah, I thought the peel's the shot for me.
It's definitely the safer shot. This is a very aggressive shot. It looks like he's trying to get a little bit more ahead in the game here, realising this is the fifth end. If he can steal here, if he can get this tucked right round and put that pressure
that's the same ice I had last time, so it should be enough.
back on Yap van Dorp, then it's a great shot, but it's risky. This one, it's risky. He's got to be absolutely perfect with this.
Back 8 or no? A little more than that even. Yeah.
Just chipping out that stone that's on the top of the 4 foot, like you say, Kenny. At least the worst damage is a 1.
No.
But he's definitely, I think maybe in his head, he's definitely giving up the 1 there, because all you need to do is hit the paint.
Yeah.
Because there's no way he could stick around by chipping that red. So he's maybe, rather than a safe 1 for Yap, he's going to make him work for his 2. And you heard him say it's not a disaster if he does get his 2. With Pat being 1 up, it would only go 1 down. So he maybe thinks this is worth a gamble.
I think so. Yep. I think so, guys. Yeah, for line 2. Yeah. Hard line.
Yeah, a little bit soft in the release there.
Really hard.
This one's beginning to move. Yeah, all over the guard. Just didn't give it that a chance.
So it's an easy open draw now for Yap for his 2. You should hope that he would be able to hit the paint here without too much bother.
That's why that curled quick.
Ja, 1/10 genoeg.
But it shows the difference on the that makes on the rotation that you put on the stone. We talked about the big rotation that the Dutch team were putting on their stones, and they kept it a lot straighter, you know, on those sorts of shots. And like you say, it was very soft from Pat there, and it just seemed to cut very early and wasn't very positive with his release there. Makes a massive difference.
Clean hem als je kan, moedvol 12. Overal thuis is goed, kult veel.
Okay, hard. Make sure.
Hij is goed, lijn is alleen lengte, lijn is
Kan
goed.
geen kwaad.
This is safe, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, 2.
Good score of 2 from Van Dorp to take the lead. Once again, now they lead 4-3 as we head into the 6th end.
And this is turning out to be a really good game. They're just swapping ends, swapping 2, swapping 1s. This is it's going to go right down to the wire, I think, this one. And just a quick update for you now that we're on the 6th end, or we're about to start the 6th end of Simmons v Van Dorp here at the Dure Centre at the Mercure Perth Masters, with Van Dorp 4-3 up. Just looking across some of the other boards there, we can see that Rasmus Stern has knocked out Morozumi, the Japanese Olympic team there, by 6 shots to 0 after 5 ends. So that was a bit of a surprise. I thought that would be a much closer game on that one, but they're all heading for an early bed, and Smith and Retornaz, the Italian team, Smith's definitely got the upper hand there now. He's 4-1 up after 4 ends, having stolen a 2 and a 1 in ends 3 and 4. So he's giving them a really tough game there, and that's obviously Smith, Kyle Smith being the British Olympic team that we're sending over to Pyeongchang. So this is turning out to be a good event for them if they can make the quarterfinals, and they look to be in a really good place to do that.
Yeah, so as we get underway in this 6th end, you're expected Van Dorp to ask for that one top of the 4-foot. I think that's what he called. But that one a little bit heavy from Carlo.
Line's good. Halfway.
Easy. Halfway tight.
Keep it brushed down. Keep it brushed down.
Yeah, nice corner guard.
Yeah, and I think Pat needing to go at it now. He's throwing the guards a bit more aggressive. He's going to try and build something up here, take his 2 or maybe more.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be too worried though. He's been in so many positions like this before.
He really wants to score in this end though. We always talk about it, the hammer being a real advantage, and this is with this being the 6th end, he wants to take the hammer here. He wants to score, give the hammer back on the 7th end, and then have the hammer for the last end. So
yeah, I'm not sure what happened to that one.
There's definitely more. We're T-line. It's going to come down. It's going to T.
Right off. Whoa.
We're really coming down. Still T-line though.
Omar, yeah. Yeah, okay.
Well, gets one in. It does get some cover.
drifted back T as well. Well, it's, would have liked to have kept that higher. But it is covered, it's well guarded. You see Van Dorp tightening his ice there. I think he's maybe going to go in after this.
Line. Oh. Heel wijd, Carlo. Heel wijd.
This has got a long way to curl though.
12 wacht. Oké, je kan nu. Yep. Oké, top 4 jongens. Yep. Hard.
Yeah, I think you'll be able to come to the inside of that one.
Back line.
Yeah, even if you just come down and push it between the yellow and the red.
This is where the accuracy makes a difference though. I mean, if you catch this high and then you push it into your own yellow, and those thoughts go through your head when you're throwing that stone, or they do with me anyway. I don't know about these guys, but you just think about how it could go wrong.
Yeah, the weight's pretty high on this one.
Might have a high line here as well.
Go, Rob.
Yeah, they're trying to get some extra curl on this.
Hard. Colton, yellow.
Yeah, it's a really good shot. And although they're not sitting to the stone positioning, is very good.
Ja, hij is echt heel lang.
Yeah. Where's the danger? Yeah, Van Dorp needs to have a look at himself here. What stone's going to cause him trouble? Yeah, it's that red one. So coming around was not the call.
Yeah, I think you're right. There's a time to bail out, and I think this is it. And even if he peels this, he's trying to run it back and see if he can pick yellows, but even if he just peels it, it's going to be helpful. It opens up those yellows for the next shot or the shot after.
Okay, mooi steen, Lau.
Yeah, it's got rid of both the centre and the corner.
It's pretty close to the same, maybe like 2 feet thick here. Yeah. Yeah, a couple feet slower, that's it, not much.
Think so, eh? Yeah.
Halfway high.
Doesn't need to curl, guys. Whoa. Halfway. Just clean. Whoa.
We're halfway. Halfway high.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Whoa.
Yep. So it just covers that stone in the top of the 12.
Yeah, just electing to take that off again.
Whoa. Off. Hey, hij peelt hem gewoon, is oké.
Yeah, and just peeled that out, just.
It's quite considerably away from what he was going for.
Ja, dat is wel goed hoor.
I think that was a shrug of the shoulders in Dutch for that. Could have been worse.
Yeah. Yeah, just something up, covering that top yellow. I'm happy. Well, this one looks as if it's got some pace in it.
Right off.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be really close. Could even be bumping the other yellow here.
I don't know.
It's going to be right up and on it.
Nu moeten we hem gooien.
Well.
Ja, bijna al gewoon zijn neus.
That makes this shot a little easier. Could he get all three if he got the right angle here?
I think he just about could. Very difficult. But
Then the centre, send that top one across to the centre stone, and then, mind you, you're running it in the reds. It's probably going to be difficult to get all three. But
was alleen gewoon even double check.
even just a double on the top would be good enough.
So what do you think they're looking for? Nose here?
Yeah.
Whoa, yep. Hard. Yep. Okay,
Well, I don't think that's what they call, but they'll be happy with that. I think they were looking to take the top 2 out, but that red's not a bad position now. But there is a gap through there. Looks like they can maybe make that double there. Yeah, that's what he's looking at.
Back line. Okay.
Yeah, just call back line. Even if you do chip the top yellow and roll down in behind the red.
I would have thought we would have played a bit more weight, sort of a hack or a barrier weight at this, but I think this could move off the centre line at back ring weight. That's not a massive gap.
This has got a lot of weight on it.
Yeah, that's not back ring weight.
Whoa! Nice shot. Attaboy.
Well,
Worked out
yeah,
okay.
worked out okay. Got very cute with that top yellow.
Yeah.
Real nice throw. Real nice throw.
Yeah, that was a good hack back. That was a hack weight anyway.
Ja, duidelijk.
A little bit more than Pat was expecting, I think.
Gewoon als je hem alleen wegpeelt is ook niet erg. Duidelijk
You see
range. Beter dan.
Very close to that yellow.
Well, it either makes it or it doesn't. There's no halfway.
Kijk, dubbel over de top.
And he made it, so
Als je gewoon alleen die voorste
he'll be
wegpeelt,
happy
is
with
ook
that.
oké.
And the roll in behind the yellow here as well when it finishes up. Or a half one behind anyway. But yeah, we'll fancy this run back. If we can take it across the top of this yellow and split them both out the back. I would think he would sit 3.
Yeah, this is his type of shot.
Yep. Oh. Yep. 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 Hard. Yep. Yep. Oh. Yep.
Has he
Oh,
made
this is
it?
moving, is it? Oh, that was always the risk in that jam, but now he's sitting 2 against.
Ja.
I don't know. Is that smart though, or
Make
the double? Might be, eh?
Hey, you guys like this?
Might be
All
smart.
day long,
Well,
double.
he's running this anyway all day, so. And these are terrible rocks. In turn, little less.
You throwing peel?
Yeah, like let's not get stupid here. Like I don't want to go through the hole with it, right? Like even if I hit
Not there.
even a thick half makes this, right?
Yeah, half stone is what he's looking to
Maybe a
hit.
hair less yet. I don't think it'll go crazy here with Peel.
What he doesn't want to do is come across, catch too much of that number 6 stone, and push the 7 stone down into the 8 foot.
I think it's just as easy with Peel. So well, it's just smart though because we're lying 2. I mean, we could draw, but
Yeah, if you play the draw in, you're giving him something to hide behind. Them 2 red stones are advantageous to him because it gives him some cover.
Like, how do you draw? Like, it's tough. Draws are tough now. And he's running this if we make it, so.
Getting to a key point in this game now.
This is big weight they're putting down at this. It's not curling though. It could be thin on this. No.
Great
Made it
shot.
pretty much exactly what he wanted to do. So
Zo lengte eigenlijk.
Pat was expecting, he thought he was going to run that, the shot stone that Pat just played there, but I think I was looking to see if he can bounce one up off take the double at the back and bounce it up and get shot here rather than run that straight back. So this will be interesting.
Gewoon 8. Nog eentje.
Yeah, good opportunity for Simmons to score 2.
Yep.
this one though. They need to go hard.
Oh, that's a disaster.
Absolute disaster for Yap.
And that's game. He knows it. A 4 here is just, you know, with 2 ends to go.
Yeah, just we got a little bit excited about that one. Just needed to make the straightforward double. Give up your 2. Maybe try to get a little bit too accurate with it.
Yeah, even a 2, you're only 1 down at that stage. But
what was that? Oh yeah. No, I want a hair more than that, I think.
now Pat Simmons with an open draw for a 4 here. It's an absolute gift.
Sliver last, call to end. Yeah.
He's missed his last 2 draws though, so we'll need to sharpen up.
I think I'll stick money on making this one, Kenny.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Don't kill it though. Straight draw. You're good. You're good, guys. You're good. On the top one. You're good. Go ahead.
Yeah, they know they've got
right on the top one.
We got room
the
to
top
play
stone.
with.
Yeah. Yeah, a big score of 4 in the 6th end for Simmons.
And he has a habit of doing that to players. Simmons has scored a few 3s and 4s off some big teams on his way through this competition, and he does have a habit of doing that. So it's just a shame it happened on the 6th end. I think that's Pat Simmons 3 shots up now. You can see him immediately calling a shot into the house. He's not going to mess around with this. He'll just be peeling guards all day long here. He'll be quite happy for Yap to take his 1 or even 2 if the worst came to the worst, or even blanket. I think he's just going to see this out now. So that's us through 6 ends here at the Mercure City of Perth Masters. Going down the 7th end, we're on the Van Dorp v Simmons match on sheet D. We have a quick look across at some of the other games. It's a very tight against Ulsrud and Brewster. They swapped once for the first 4 ends at 2-all, and then in the 5th end, Ulsrud actually stole a 1. So he's currently 3-2 up, so there's nothing in that game at all. Smith and Renteraz on the other side. 4-2 up currently after 5, Smith is, so he's looking good and sitting 3 shots in the house at the moment on the 6th end, so he should be looking good for that game as well. As I mentioned earlier, Rasmus Stern has beaten Morozumi 6 shots to 0 after 5 ends. So back with our feature game again here. As you can see, 7-4 to Simmons over Van Dorp. And this is going to be masterclass in peeling guards for the next couple of ends, I feel.
Whoa! Whoa, it's close.
Going for the tick there. Didn't make it, that's why the stone's getting replaced. First 4 stones, if they are outside of the house, cannot be hit out of play. You're allowed to move them around. You can move them out of position, but you're not allowed to remove them from play, and that's what happened there. They played that shot, they tried the tick, it moved out of play, so they get to move the stone back. They just do skips agree between themselves exactly where that stone's going to go. All nice and friendly. And you can see Yap here just calling now for another guard on the other side. He'll want them exactly level. Doesn't want to give Pat Simmons a chance to do a double on the guards. And this looks like it's light. In fact, it may be hogged. It is. So just when they needed to sharpen up and get the guards right up in place and put a bit of pressure back on Pat Simmons, they make a big mistake there on their second guard and actually hogged it. So this is going to make things a little bit easier for Pat to clear these guards now and just keep everything nice and simple.
Yeah, Kyle Deering just been asked to peel this corner guard off, and yeah, you've got to think these guys can hit from home. 2 ends to go in regular play. One sitting top of the 4 foot, nothing else in the house at all. So yeah, Van Dorp, what can he do apart from hope that Pat Simmons on his side knows a guard or make a clean miss?
3. Moet zitten, anders is hij erin.
Lawrence
Hij is erin.
for
Gewoon zo hoog mogelijk houden.
yeah, Van Dorp's side.
12, vol 12. Zo hoog mogelijk.
Throwing this one up short of the house, but this one's going to run down into the top of the 12 foot. So that score of 4 on the 6th end has maybe just got inside the heads of this young Dutch side.
Okay. Ja.
Yep. Yeah. Yes.
Well, yeah, I was looking to remove everything. Yeah.
Yeah, all right. You okay?
Colton Lott just had a bit of a slip there when the 2 stones made contact, and nearly ended up on his back. But, managed to keep his feet, and we move on.
2-3, Wouter.
Alleen niet, toch?
Oké. Tot 2, jongens. Zo, die gozer.
Let hem maar.
Ja, wat moet doen?
Wow.
Yeah, big peel weight takes the corner guard away.
Gewoon niet verder naar buiten.
Ja, het zit al de hele wedstrijd waarschijnlijk.
Ja, oké. Oh, mijn pet. Zei Jaap nog iets? Oh, oké. Deze kant is iets trager. 4-0, 4-1. Oké. Voor de guard. Hij is goed. Easy. Low.
And so Van Dorp looking to change things up now, just trying to throw the other side.
2 is goed.
Looking for a mistake.
Oh, dat is perfect. Oké, maar stevig uit. De kans, jongens.
Yeah, it's a little bit wide, so relatively easy, straightforward peel for Pat Simmons and Colton. Still plenty of people in to view this
Wat was dit?
final game of Saturday evening.
There's definitely plenty of weight on that one anyway.
Helder.
Yeah.
Okay.
These guys are so accurate at the upweight takeouts.
Wil niet in het huis? Ja.
It's just interesting, the dynamic of Team Simmons is completely changed now. And so has Van Dorp's.
The body language and everything, isn't it? It's completely flattened for them, and after losing that big 4, that was just very disappointing for them. They were giving them, up to that point, it was easy peasy right the way through, and they were keeping it tight, giving them a good game, and it didn't look like they were going to lose more than a 2 at that end, and just that one bad mistake Missed that double.
Okay, Lau, ietsje, finish. Okay, goed veel boys, nice. Okay, top gewezen, top.
It's a shame, but that's curling. One mistake at the wrong time. You know, you can make a mistake. We talked about it before in the previous game here. You don't throw 100%, but you just hope that your mistakes that you make don't cost you. And unfortunately, that one did for Yap. It cost him a big 4 on the 6th end there. And what do you think here? Does he take his one regardless? At the end of this, he doesn't try and blank it. I suppose there's no point. He's never good at. Is he going to get a?
There's more chance of scoring a 3 than stealing a 2, I believe. We've seen 4s even happen. Knows a guard, someone goes round about it, tries to peel the other guard, knows that one, or just hit and run, you can get round the other corner guard again. So a 3 is possible.
So a blank would be
Yeah.
what Yap's looking for here at this point.
Yeah. Well, he's looking for a clean miss, to be honest, but
yeah,
it's not going to happen.
Gewoon top 4. Top 4 lengte.
so this one's going to go in the house now. I think he's finished throwing guards.
Dus dat is...
I think he's only got 2 stones left, so no need to throw the guard here.
Yeah, been a good showing from Van Dorp though. Had a good season.
Oké, T-lijn. Alleen lengte naar de bezem. Kult nog niet. Kult weinig.
Biggest disappointment will be not
Okay,
qualifying
gaan nu
for
filteren,
the Olympics. That's what their whole season was focused around. Just underperformed at the qualification tournament in Pilsen in Czech Republic.
Yeah, peel. Peel? Okay. Peel or rock?
Yeah, I think making it to the Europeans out of the B League, you know, that was a big high for them, and then doing so well in the Europeans that they made it to the Worlds, you know, that was massive for them as well. I think the Olympics would have been the icing on the cake, but I think they'll be pretty pleased with the progress they've made over the last year or two, you know, coming from a non-traditional curling nation such as the Netherlands, and they've done a massive amounts over there as well to raise the profile of the sport, and that goes a long, long way in getting newspaper headlines as being the first team to, you know, Netherlands team to ever make the Worlds. So things like that will do them, do the sport great in that country, and help them possibly get funding in the future, you know, more than they're getting. So, and there we see the last stone from Pat Simmons with a hit, and they'll just probably throw this one through.
Yeah, exactly what we thought. We just blanked this end. So no score in the 7th.
Oké, top. Oké, prima. Gewoon hetzelfde. Volle corner. Zo gewoon 2 corners aan die kant gooien.
Yeah, Van Dorp just explaining to his team what he would like and how they're going to approach this end. You see the big difference is that score of 4 in the 6th end. No stone points yet. Seven 4 as we go into the 8th end.
Eindschut. Hou met 3. 3 als je kan. Nice, perfect.
So won't want this too close to the house, because what Robbie Gordon for Team Simmons could do is just push this into the house and then play the takeout with his second stone.
Yeah, they tried on the last end to play the tick shot. They're not wasting any time here, just throwing it through. They're not even going to try playing the tick shot. No, straight out the hack, through the house, leave nothing around. Not even going to risk the tick that might leave another guard for Yap to use. So any stone that's in play is useful for Yap. So keep as little in play as possible. It's a tough gig coming down the last end, trying to get score of 3.
Yeah, I've seen it happen. I've seen even top curlers lose a 4. All you need is one mistake and you can be right back in it.
This is an interesting call. They're throwing the double guard rather than splitting guard either side. Is that? That's an interesting call.
Yeah, so I think what he is hoping is they knows this and they'll spill 2 guards. But this is thrown at such a weight that if you catch that anywhere close to nose, it's still going to roll.
Oké, ho dan. 1, 2. Hou hem 1. Lijn is goed. Kan nog niet veel.
Yeah, so certainly the guard is the shot to play on this.
Just hoping beyond hope for that mistake.
Quick calls, jongen.
And I tell you, I wouldn't be like the guy in Pat Simmons' team that makes that mistake, I tell you, at this stage.
No.
He's not going to get bought a drink in the bar later.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, some good tidying up play from the front end. Kyle Deering has had a really good game. I'd quite like to see the stats on him for this game. I think they'll be high 90s anyway.
Easy, skeld minder.
Yeah, there generally hasn't been an awful lot of mistakes from the Simmons team at all. They've been pretty tight and pretty tidy.
Hetzelfde. Oh. Okay.
Well, where that guard has ended up, you could probably kill the game, but Pat Simmons is just going to keep it simple. That's just the experience coming through now. Not going to bother trying to risk it. Just going to peel the single guard.
Yeah, no bother at all. It's important to keep the focus and concentration here and not think it's over. It's not over till it's over, but every stone matters for Yap at the moment and Team Van Dorp.
Yeah, Pat Simmons in this triple knockout competition lost his first 2 games and he's bounced along the sea road and it's looking like qualifying. Not many teams do that.
No, absolutely. To go straight down to the sea road was not expected. You know, Pat Simmons was a seeded team here. He was expected to go through A or B road, but yeah, straight down to the sea road, and it's been a tough grind. There's a lot of games down there. There's a lot of teams that are fighting for their lives, and he's the one that's come out on top. So that says a lot. He's taken the hard road, and sometimes that serves you well. Coming into tomorrow, you've played more curling, you've got more used to the ice, and he has got a young team that should be fit enough for all the sweeping that's required, and fit enough to see him through tomorrow as well. So he's going to give whoever he's playing a good game.
throwing, fellas.
Just peeling the guard off. Now all Jaap van Dorp can expect is a clean miss to get anything from this game.
And to be fair, this end, they've not missed a guard. They've put all the stones exactly where they wanted them. The come around the guard was exactly right. They've done everything they could here. And as you say, they need a mistake, and it's just not come. It's not come for them, and they've just run out of ends.
Hij is goed. Veld hoogte jongens, top 8. Leenlengte. Hier. Hold on.
Yeah, so just splitting the house, trying to get good separation between the two reds, which they've done.
That's not a good stone. They're pretty flat. But obviously they brush straight down.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, yeah.
Doesn't matter if I stick now or not, right?
Yeah, quite happy to stick. It doesn't make a difference. They can roll out. They're just trying to run them out of stones.
Yeah, I'd like to stick and roll into the 8 foot and just force them to make a play on me. But no big deal if you don't. Can run out of play and you're still going to have an open hit.
And the shots always get easier when you're 3 up and going down the last. A lot less pressure on them. You don't have to worry.
Yeah, great shot. That's absolutely exactly where you want to play it. So
looks like Jaap's going to try and use this as a bit of a guard here and try and come around it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Or freeze onto it.
Yeah, so what they're trying to do is trying to come around on the out turn to the 8 foot. But he's only ever going to be sitting one.
Deze kant is nog wel oké. Eng haartje minder. 95 of zo. 9. Okay.
Don't make this shot, you're pretty much giving the game away.
Yeah. Pretty much every shot on this end has been a make it or shake hands.
Yep, hij is perfect. Hard. Bounce maar af.
And it'd be good for them to go out in a high, having made all their shots, and even though they're sitting, as long as Pat gets rid of one of these stones, it's not enough to end up scoring 3. So it'll be an offer of the handshake, I'm sure.
Yeah, a little surprised that Pat's switching to the other side of the rink. He knows what that's doing down that side. He's played so many takeouts. Just play the same takeout in that red stone again. But you fully got to expect him to make this and progress to the quarters. And you've got to say, fair play to the guys. They've worked their way right through the C Road and got themselves into the quarterfinals. And nicely played. Yep, game over. So,
and the shake of the hand, and it was by no means a whitewash. It was Pat was well up in the end, but it was just that 4 in the 6th end. Other than that, really tidy curling from Team Van Dorp. They should be pleased with their Perth Masters this year. They've done really well. They just got squeezed out on the B Road final. They could have been in the quarterfinals very easily on the last game. They just got squeezed out, and unfortunately met Pat Simmons down here on the C Road final, and that was just a game too many for them. But they've had a good tournament and they played really well, so they'll be pleased, I think.
Yeah, so that's it for the 3rd day of action from the Mercure City of Perth Masters, and the quarterfinals are just about settled now. Only one more game out on the ice. Ilsrud versus Brewster for that final spot in the quarterfinals.
It's sitting all square at the moment, 3 each, with Brewster having taken a 1 on the 6th end, so they're going down 7. It has been a bit of a slower game, but Ulsrud's sitting 4, or at least 3 shots in the house at the moment, so he's looking good on this end at the moment.
Yeah, so we'll look at our future game that's between Pat Simmons and Jaap van Dorp. No stone ends, and it was Pat Simmons picking up 4 in the 6th end to rout eventual winners 7-4. And they progress to the quarterfinals. And Jaap van Dorp again doesn't make the playoff stages here at the Perth